here for Career Day.
And that's it.
Oh, it's so nice to be back in the class.
Hello, welcome back. I haven't seen you.
Hey, Mr. Tremblay.
Class, she's back. Welcome.
Are you guys ready? Are you sure?
Yes.
You having a good day? Yes. You don't sound like it. Where's your enthusiasm? This is Career Day. Good morning, everyone. My name is Danielle Williams, but everybody that knows me calls me Diva Danielle, okay? So I want you guys to say it with me. Good morning, Diva.
Good morning, Diva.
Thank you. I feel so welcome here at Peoria Elementary School for Career Day. What I do is I'm a broadcast journalist. But like most people, you go to college first to become a broadcast journalist, to either work in television or radio. And I've done both, locally and nationally. But I got my start in 2000 when I lived in California, and I simply won a radio contest. I had my favorite radio station that I love listening to in the small town of Salinas, California, and I was the 19th caller on the right day, and I wound up winning a trip in 2000 to go to LA to the Grammy Awards. After I came back from the Grammy Awards, I told my story on the radio of my experience being at the Grammy Awards. And then I started pitching content because I loved the radio station and they were always looking for creative ideas. So I started pitching content to the radio station, and within a few months, I started working at the radio station. Within a year, I got a job promotion to move here to Phoenix, Arizona as an entertainment reporter. And I started working at what is now Power 98.3, but at the time, it was Power 92.3. So I worked there for almost 5 years, but in between working there, I did a lot of stuff in the community, networking, volunteering, and just honing my craft, because I knew one day I wanted to work in television. So in about 2006, I went to what was called Alpha Pacific Institute, and I went to get some hands-on training to learn how to do different things in media, like how to present myself on camera, how to write, how to interview individuals, and I knew one day I was going to work in television. Well, my opportunity came when I auditioned for a show that a production company out of LA was putting on here in Arizona. It was called Arizona Entertainment Weekly. I auditioned for the show, I went out, I put a package together, they liked the package, and they offered me the job. So that was my start in working in television. I didn't go to college until 2013. And then in my last year, right before I got ready to graduate, I came here to Peoria Elementary School to teach for 6 months to 7th and 8th graders public speaking, writing, and how to present themselves in front of the camera. I was extending my journalism that I had been doing all of those years. So for me, education is very important. It was something that I didn't start my career with, but it's definitely something I've ended my career with. Education has played a valuable role in everything that I do. Because just outside of working at a radio station or a TV station, you have opportunities to create things for yourself. And that's what my education has taught me. It's given me the tools to create things for myself. Like today, I brought my camera and my tripod, so I set that up. I do all my shooting and editing myself, something I learned throughout the years and through my education. So it gives you tools, so even if you're not working at a television station, or if you're not working for a video production company or doing radio, you can create opportunities on your own for yourself. Who in here likes to do things on camera? Who likes to post videos on YouTube or on Instagram? You do? Do you have an Instagram page? Do you have a YouTube page?
Not YouTube.
Not YouTube? Who here has ever thought about working in radio or television? What? Nobody? Are you kidding me? Okay, you have. He has. What kind of work do you want to do in radio or TV?
Probably acting on TV.
See? There you go. Has anybody ever thought about using their voice? You can become a voice talent. That's another form of broadcast journalism. A voice talent is someone who is in a booth, reads dialogue or content that has been put on a piece of paper, and they bring those words to life. People who are professional voice talents get paid a boatload of money. But you still have your life and your privacy because you're not out in the public eye, but you still get to do something that is in the broadcast journalism field. Anybody in here have any other ideas of what is a broadcast journalist? besides what you see on radio and what you hear on radio and what you see on TV? What other kind of entities or job is under the umbrella of media and journalism and broadcasting? I know you guys are thinking. I see the wheels spinning in your head. You're thinking. What about gaming? People that do videos and all that. Does anybody in here like to do gaming? You like to do gaming? Gaming is a great way. That's an art form of media. You're bringing the characters to life, but you have to think of also the people behind it that do the editing for those. That's part of broadcasting. That's part of journalism. You're putting a video format out there. Someone who voices those characters, those individuals get paid a lot of money to do the animation, to do the editing, to put the project together. So that's another form that you can go into outside of just working in radio and TV. Is that something you'd be interested in? What do you want to do? Okay, there you go. Anybody else in here have any desires to do anything in media? You can also be a writer. A lot of people write blogs. They work for the press, whether it's newspaper, magazines, there's digital components to it. There's all different types of avenues you can get into when it comes to media. You guys are so quiet. I love this. They're like in shock.
I wish they were quiet like this every day.
See, your teacher's like even in shock. Why are you guys so quiet? This is a good day. It's your opportunity to ask questions, to kind of get insight into the various careers out there that you can use for, maybe down the road. And you don't have to stick with just one career. You're talented individuals. You have skill sets to do whatever you want. It's just a matter of what appeals to you, what you gravitate toward. For me, with my education later in life, it helped open a lot of doors. One thing I've always done is volunteer in the community. And when you volunteer and you help others, you learn different skills. So I've been able to use my media in a whole different way. I work a lot with nonprofits locally, so I created a YouTube show. It's a talk show. It's called Community Link AZ. Community Link AZ. One day every week, I invite a nonprofit to come in and have a conversation about the powerful work that they are doing in the community to help somebody else going forward. And it's a great way for me to continue my media skills. I get to shoot the video, go home and edit the video, put it all together and then put it out on social media. The nonprofit benefits because they have a platform where they can share the good work they're doing, and then they share that on their social media. So just because your education streamlines you to one direction, it doesn't mean that you have to stay in that direction. You can offshoot it into so many different avenues to be creative. I create things all the time from my media, because right now I'm not working at a radio station. I'm not working at a television station. I do a podcast every Monday with a realtor friend that's a friend of mine, and that keeps me honing my broadcast skills, because we get to sit behind the microphone, talk about different things in real estate, share a little bit about our lives. I talk about community involvement and I highlight a nonprofit. I have to connect with them. I have to write the segment sheets up with all the information. So I'm still working on my craft. I get to write, I get to network, I get to make phone calls, I get to do a presentation and put it together so it comes out over the airwaves perfectly and correct to highlight the nonprofit. And I'm telling you, if you want to get into any type of media or broadcast journalism, the one thing you will do that you will never regret is learning how to use your voice. Your voice is powerful. And if you can speak articulately in front of other people and just express how you're feeling, people take notice of that and they want to gravitate towards you to help you with whatever you have going on. So if you have a cause or you're passionate about things politically and you want to speak on that, or if you're someone who has a mission to help out individuals and you're compassionate about that, if you can articulate that and share it in a way that it affects the masses to where they fall in love with what you have to say, your mission, your content, because of the way you deliver it, your voice has power, and that's a form of journalism, being able to speak well and get your point across. Is anybody in here ever do public speaking? Shame on you! Why aren't you guys speaking to each other? You see each other every day. You should be able to come up in front of the class and just share a little bit about what you have going on.
So that's a question. When you were their age, how comfortable were you about talking in front of the class? Because we do, in my class, science, we talk in front of class a lot, other classes as well. They don't like it.
You guys don't like it?
So how are you as an 8th, 9th, early high school years as far as speaking in front of people?
See, for me, I have a very outgoing personality. So it's like a no-brainer. I'm a very people person. I like to engage, I like to have a conversation. I enjoy it, I love it. So for me, and it was part of what we had to do when we were growing up. We had to read a book every month, and we had to present it in front of the class. So it became like an everyday norm. So it made it fun for me because it was an opportunity to bring whatever I was reading to life, to make it bigger than life, to be animated, to have fun with it. So I mean, public speaking may not be for everyone, and it's not. There's a lot of people who are fearful. But if you can just tap into it a little bit, I'm telling you, it opens up so many doors. Like if I asked one of you to come up here right now, to stand in front of the class just to say something, who would be willing to do it? Look at that, we got some hands raised, I love it. Okay, you come up here real quick. What's your name?
Skylar.
Skylar, here, stand right here and just tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
My name is Skylar, you guys know me. And I like to do sports. And
How old are you?
15.
15, and what do you want to do when you go to college? Do you have an idea of the type of classes you want to take or the subject you want to study?
I'm thinking of being a mechanic or streaming, which is one of my options, or being a firefighter.
There you go. See, good with his hands, out in the community, helping people. I love that. Well, then let's give Skylar a hand. How do you feel about that? He said he felt nervous, but you know what? As soon as you put that one foot in front of the other and you try, you will surprise yourself. You did a great job. Thank you. It's all about stepping out of your comfort zone, making yourself a little vulnerable. And then it opens up a door of opportunity. And then you create things for yourself. And the more you create for yourself, the sharper your tools become and the more valuable you become to someone like an employer or even people in the community, and that ups your wealth. Because the more you can do and the more you can give on all different levels, people will invest in that. And especially if you can do it with a little attitude, sprinkle it on in, do a little personality. You guys are so funny, because I know once you get out of this classroom, you guys got so much personality.
I was just going to say, there is a lot of personality in this room.
They're just all shy right now. They're like, what is this woman doing up here? I know you guys got personality. I see it with you. You got your colored hair. You got personality right there with your style. I see it with this one over here rubbing her eyes. She got personality and sass. Look at the style. She got the holes in her jeans. She's on point, trendsetter. I'm telling you guys, I see it. So you can only shrink back a little bit because you know the real you is going to come forward. And your perspective and outlook on things will hopefully evolve. But I want you to make sure you invest in you. Always think of yourself as something special and know that there is nothing you cannot do because you can do anything. Don't let anybody stand in your way and just push forward. Because you guys are going to be amazing, I know it. Even though you didn't give me it today, you guys are all okay. I know you're going to be amazing. So again, thank you for having me here. I appreciate you guys.